What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are back after an unexpected hiatus. Computer was in the repair shop, and apparently for no reason, because it came back with a glowing review. So, in the meantime, we're just gonna not try to troubleshoot the VR issues anymore. We're just gonna kind of put VR on hold. Don't even have a VR headset anymore. I sold it. I'm gonna hold off until I can figure out what is. I mean, obviously nothing's going on because the computer shop said my computer's fine. But we're gonna hold off until there's a couple new VR headsets coming out, and I got a new transition happening at work. All kinds of different stuff happening right now. I just don't want to worry about it. So instead, we're just gonna keep playing regular games for a while, and none other than Pikmin 3 Deluxe just came out today. This is a game I used to love a lot when I was a kid. I used to actually watch my dad play it a lot, of all things, when I was a little kid. So without further ado, we're just going to dive right in here. It's been years since I played a Pikmin game, not since the original
Galactic
Wii.
date 20XX.
Actually, I take that back. I think I played Pikmin 3 on Wii U.
Lies a planet
Get out of the way.
on the brink of ruin.
In the way of the text.
The planet's name? Kopai.
Kopai.
Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter.
Very important stuff happening.
Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called sparrows.
Hey, Barry Bob's welcome to the stream. How's it going? Good to be back. I actually missed streaming this past week more than I thought I would.
Fruitless. Just as they're about to give up, the final vessel reports back with news of a miraculous discovery. They mobilize to investigate the planet, which they name PNF 404. Kopai's last hope rests on 3 intrepid explorers. At last.
How are you doing, Barry Bobs? How are you doing, Cody? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining.
279,000 light-year voyage nears its end.
There. Some important info.
As they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
Something went horribly wrong. You saw it. I saw it. We all saw it. Well, at work, unfortunately. Yeah, we all got to do it. I'm doing all right. It's a bittersweet moment when my computer came back and they said there was nothing wrong with it, because I'm like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with my computer. I don't have to put money into it. And I was like, still doesn't tell me why my VR streaming isn't working, but it is what it is. We got plenty of non-VR games to play. This one just came out today. This is pretty much the last game coming out for the entirety of the rest of the year that I was interested in playing. Just one of me, thank you. It's like such a weird game. Like, if you've never played a Pikmin game, they're really strange. They're kind of like real-time strategy games, but not in the way that you're used to. It's like a completely different kind of gameplay.
20XX.
It's the exact same video we just saw.
Of space lies a planet on the brink of ruin.
It's the exact same video we just saw.
The planet's name? Kopai.
We don't need to watch this again?
Due to a booming population.
Exploration Day 1, 08:44 a.m. Charlie's crash site. Ugh. What happened? What did happen? The heck are those things? Where am I? The last thing I remember was, oh, of course, this must be PNF 404. Where else would it be? Right, guys? Come on. Charlie to ship. Charlie to ship. Do you copy? This is your captain. I repeat, do you copy? Hello? Anyone? There's no response. Where's my ship? My crew? Look at his face. So these games, like, one of the reasons I like them so much is because they are very whimsical. They're like very childlike in their tone. their art style, and even their gameplay, honestly. They don't take themselves very seriously, and I like that a lot about them. I managed to escape unscathed, but what about the rest of my crew? They would be anywhere on PNF 404. I've got to find Alf and Brittany. I only hope they survived. Get it? Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. A, B, C. You guys got it. You got it. If you get stuck in story mode, press up to view a strategy hint. You can hide them by going to more in other settings and setting hint display to off. So the only thing I'm going to be blocking with my camera is like the character's face. And then the fact that I can hit a button to get a hint. So you're not really missing anything with where I'm at. Press plus to open options and view basic information, or go to other settings to change controls to your liking. Got it. Thank you. Hey Snowball, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Glad to see everybody here. I was worried with my hiatus from streaming nobody would be here waiting for me. Oh, what in the... Why are they glowing, though? Why is that one so relaxed? Doing well, glad to be back. I am glad to be back. I missed it more than I thought I would, honestly. Like, every night that I wasn't streaming, I was like, well, I guess I'll just go to bed at 7 p.m. What else am I gonna do? Especially since I also didn't have my computer. This planet's mushrooms are huge. Like, without my computer, I didn't realize how much of my entertainment relies on my computer. Without my computer here, I was literally like, well, 7:30, I guess it's bedtime. He looks different from Smash Brothers. It's a different guy. I seem to have wandered into a strange neighborhood. So, like, Pikmin 1 and 2, you played as Captain Olimar. And in Pikmin 3, you play as this troop of 3 astronauts. Alpha, Brittany, and Charlie. And you're on a planet because you... Well, it will tell you. It has, like, subtle hints that they don't know what happened to Captain Olimar. And I don't even remember the endings of 1 and 2. I've never seen the ending of 3. I've only gotten like an hour into it in the past. Why are they coming closer? My whistle will scare them off. I've actually, from what little I've played of 3, it's way harder than 1 and 2. Because 1 and 2, you control the same guy the entire game. And with that one character, you control all of the different colored Pikmin. In this game, it splits it between 3 characters. And with all 3 characters, you have to solve puzzles by using all 3 characters at the same time in different locations of the map, utilizing different colors of Pikmin. It's really crazy from what I've heard. Get away from me! Go on! You don't appear hostile. So let me get this straight. You can round up these creatures, pointing at them and pressing B, and then throw them with A. Press B to round up these creatures. Hold B longer to increase the whistle's range. Take aim with L and press A to throw. So there is one thing I've always disliked about this game, is you can't actually... Maybe these fellows can be of some use. You can't actually move the camera. Like, here's the joystick you would normally use to move a camera in a game. It does nothing. Like, the only thing this game does is you move your character with the left stick, and the camera automatically moves with you, and while you move your character, it also moves his little target cursor, too. So, like, if you move it just slightly, the target cursor moves on its own without your character moving. If you move it further, like, your character will move with the target cursor. And in some situations when you're playing, like, against boss battles and stuff in the first 2 games, and I'm sure it will be the same in this game, it makes things, like, really complicated, because you're trying to run away from the boss and throw Pikmin at him at the same time. It becomes, like, a huge cluster, and I think that's actually part of, like, the gameplay that they intended, was to make it, like, as complicated and confusing as possible when it's in like, chaotic situations. Because honestly, if you could just move the target reticle with the right stick independently of where you're moving, the game would be a million times easier. Are there more of you, or is that it? It says there's 30 in the field. So in the bottom right, you'll see it says 20 in my squad, but 30 Pikmin in the field. So that means there's 10 that I have unaccounted for somewhere. I have to find them. Could you play co-op? You can, actually. I haven't looked up yet whether you can do online co-op, but I know you can play co-op on the same, like, on the same console, on the same TV. And supposedly, from what I understand, you can do co-op for the entire campaign. So it's hard to check my surround. Okay, so you can move the camera in this one. Pressing Z won't let me see what's in front. Okay, gotcha. Never mind. Well, disregard everything I just said then. Oh, you know what? I think it was... There's a version of Pikmin that they made for the 3DS. And I think that's the one where you couldn't actually move the camera. So, way to look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Plus, keep in mind, it's been like 10 years since I played one of these two, so my memory's not the greatest on it. So, like here, it's a fixed camera. I can't move the camera at all. Like, it's in its own spot. These guys sure are dedicated. They are. And, like, you can't... I guess what I was trying to say is you can't, like, tilt the camera. You can only scan it left and right. You get it. You get what I'm saying. There's nothing. Run away. It's a big shadow of something over there. Oh, they're coming after me. So if you throw a Pikmin right on an enemy, it usually kills them with one hit, like the smaller ones. Otherwise, you can throw them into, like, this mosh pit of enemies and they'll just start attacking them. As you can see. Like, they all start scattering and attacking the closest enemy. I'm actually interested to know how co-op works in this game. I feel like it would be really weird. I don't know if it would let you, like, split screen and run off on your own separate directions to do your own separate thing, or if it keeps you both on the same screen all the time. Which seems like that would be pointless, so I'm seriously doubting that's actually how it works. I would feel like the whole point of doing co-op is so you can go and, like, multitask and send your guys separate directions to do two different things. Alf's crash ship. Sight. It's a miracle. I'm alive and somehow unharmed. They'll have little whistles built into their astronaut helmets. I think that's hilarious. Just as the SS Drake was about to land, we lost control and had to make an emergency escape. During the chaos, I was separated from my other two team members as well as the ship itself. As the ship's engineer, it's up to me, Alf, to find both the SS Drake and my crew members. Okay. So, like, when they originally made these games, like Pikmin 1 and 2, they were on the Wii. So a lot of, well, let me take that back. The original one was on the GameCube. Then the original one was re-released on the Wii with the sequel on the Wii. And, like, on the Wii it was kind of cool because when you threw the Pikmin, you actually had to use the Wii remote and, like, chuck them. Or you could. It gave you the option of doing that anyway. So, like, now, I don't think the motion controls on the Switch do anything in this game. I think it's all just controlled by the joysticks and the buttons. But again, it could prove me wrong again. Like, 5 minutes from now, it could be like, oh, by the way, if you use your motion controls, you can throw the Pikmin. It appears that the specimen I just spotted has company. He does, indeed. What's that stuck in that branch? It's a strawberry, duh. You're blind. Lock onto the red fruit with ZR and then throw. Watch this. Watch this. They're brutal. Seems a lot like Overlord. It kind of is, yeah. Actually, now that you said that, it is very similar. I love it, though. Like, later on in the first two games, it got super crazy. Like, there were bosses that, like, would break little enemies off of the boss's body and, like, have them scatter and try to eat your Pikmin while you're trying to kill the boss at the same time. It was insane. I was hoping that it was fruit, but it doesn't appear to be edible. Nevertheless, the red fellows seem quite pleased now that it's free. Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be looking for those two missing... Looking around. Face forward with ZL and look around with right stick. Right stick won't work if the Joy-Con is held sideways. Ha! Joke's on you, game. I'm not playing with the Joy-Con because mine's busted. Hey, they're following me. It's this pile of rubble. It says there's one unaccounted for Pikmin in the field somewhere. Where is he? Doesn't look like I can climb up that. There he is. I found him. We're okay. Crisis averted. So watch, you can like make them do all of these different tasks for you. You can make them attack things, you can make them carry things. It's really cool, like the different things that they put into these games as far as how in-depth the strategy part of it gets. Different colored Pikmin, because you'll remember Charlie had yellow Pikmin. These guys are red Pikmin, so each color Pikmin has a different special technique or special skill that comes in later in the game, I'm sure. And there's like 5 or 6 different types of Pikmin, different colors. And I just love, like, listen to their little working chant that they do. It's so funny. These Pikmin look useful. Oh, they're, like, that's all you do in the whole game. Your guy, like, the characters you play as, completely worthless. Like, they don't do anything. Literally, like, you cannot do anything as your actual character. You do everything in the game by not controlling, but by commanding these Pikmin to do things. The bridge is complete. A cop pad. Thank goodness I found it. I can use it to locate the SS Drake. Sure can. Let's do it. Now, this is about as far as I've ever gotten in this game, honestly, so from here on, I have no idea what's going to go on. Great, it still works. Of course, I'd expect nothing less from Cop-Eye Engineering. I check my surroundings by scrolling through the cop pad screen. Now, this one was originally on the Wii U. So, like, whenever this stuff happened, it would be on the separate Wii U tablet screen, and you'd have to look down and, like, use the map with your finger. So now I guess it just kind of revamped it so you can just do everything with the joysticks. There's the Drake. Aha, the SS Drake isn't that far from here. Maybe the other 2 crew members are there as well. I'd best head in that direction. Yes, please. Now we can start exploring with the help of Cop Pad. Use the radar to check the map and the camera to take photos. Activate the camera. So, like, one thing I did notice, because they had a demo of this come out last week, is, like, the graphics are kind of cool right here. Like, when you're playing the game, they're okay. They look a little pixelated and the edges are, like, really jagged. But when you pull the camera out, like, they did so much detail on the graphics. Like, I was actually impressed the first time I pulled the camera out. Like, watch. Look at the texture on that little gem inside the flower. It has, like, its own little design inside of it. It wasn't there, like, or at least you couldn't notice it in the original Pikmin 3. So, can I find a Pikmin somewhere? Stop, stop, stop. Where are they? Oh, they're all behind me. I can't see them. But, like, it increases it's almost like the resolution is higher whenever you pull the camera out. Now watch this. This is probably one of my favorite things. That is neat. Even looks better if you, like, see a Pikmin on the camera. They look awesome. I'm gonna try and do it here in a second. So they get, like, these little cough drop looking things. And their little spaceship thing sucks them up and sprouts new seeds for Pikmin. And that's how you build your army. The thing is popping out some sort of sprouts. So then you can run over here and pluck them. There's little baby Pikmin. Army, sure. Oh, you wait. So this is how these little creatures propagate. How incredibly fascinating. I'm pretty sure at some point you can get like 100 of these on the screen at one time. And like when you have 100 on the screen, they're like, they cause mass destruction. You literally, like, usually how it works, at least in the first 2, is by the time you're at the end of the game, like, you're almost unstoppable. Because you can just run around with your army of 100 Pikmin and just, like, unleash hell on anything that moves. Because you can do this and like throw them one at a time, or it hasn't shown us how to do it yet, but I'm sure they have it in this game because it's one of the first two. There's a button that it's probably going to teach us how to use eventually that like just sends your entire army of Pikmin all at once in a flood towards whatever you're looking at, and like it's insane. It almost reminds me of like the Ghost Army in the Lord of the Rings movies. Oops. Give me more seeds. No, I want more seeds. There we go. Seed me. Hold on, you guys stay there. Let me turn around. I'm trying to get you on camera. Oh yeah! Hello! Hello! So silly. I love it. Anyways. Literally Overlord. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is, honestly. Like, it's very much the same idea. Then you'll see there's numbers on these. Those beady little eyes. Yeah, they kind of look evil, honestly. You'll see numbers on these, so like once it falls and they start carrying it, it'll say 0 of 5. So that's how many Pikmin it requires to carry it. But if you throw more Pikmin at it, it'll actually move faster. That's like all part of the strategy of the game, because this is still the tutorial section of the game. Once the game actually picks up, every level is a day, and there's an actual day-night cycle. And if you're on the planet surface, once sundown goes around, like once it's nighttime, and it becomes dark, you die. Like, all these monsters come up out of the ground at nighttime and start eating you and all of your Pikmin. So every level of the game becomes like this time crunch to try and accomplish as much as you can possibly accomplish before the end of the day. Honestly, sometimes that can get, like, super annoying, too. But for the most part, it's pretty fun. Push, Pikmin, push! Put your backs into it! Excuse me. What's that? It's a golden glowy thing. Looks like someone's left a data file here. Perhaps the cop-pad will be able to read it. The onion is like a nest for the Pikmin. It both gives birth to them and provides them with shelter. Little Pikmin. Excellent. The cop-pad can read the data file. So these creatures are called Pikmin? This information might come in handy later on. I'll save it in the cop-pad's exploration notes. It's gonna take a while to get used to the buttons. I don't think Captain Charlie wrote this data file, so who did? Could there be other intelligent life forms on this planet? You mean the Pikmin aren't intelligent enough for you? According to the radar, the Drake should be through here. Sometimes there's like secrets you can find too. I don't think there are any around here though. Using the radar. Change the radar's orientation and other settings in the options menu. Okay. Cool. Oh, those are massive, but they don't look edible. Kill them all. I don't really know if there's any purpose to this, but I like to cause destruction with my Pikmin. Attack, Pikmin, attack! And I guess it is telling me that's my objective, so I guess I'll just kill them all. Someone built a sandcastle wall. Who built this wall here? More signs of intelligent life? Now'd be a good time to press X to perform a charge attack, yeah! So, like, you look at something with your little target here, they just, like, rush it. once you get like enough Pikmin on the screen, like once you get up to like 100, and you hit that button on an enemy, like it's dead. Like there's no coming back from that. My crew could learn a lot from this kind of teamwork. So like, there's multiple tiers of challenge in the game. Once you find the Drake, typically how these games work, and again, I don't know if this one is the same way, but I'm guessing it will be, is like you'll find out that your ship is missing parts, and that's what the whole purpose, the main goal of the game, is to use your Pikmin on this planet to go around and find all the missing parts of the ship and bring them back and rebuild your ship so you can go home. I don't know if that's the case with this one, because the ship looks like it's pretty well intact in this one, but that's how the first two were. But on top of that, it rates you on how many Pikmin you lose on a given day, and what your net gain of Pikmin is on a given day. So like within the sun up to sundown in one game day, if you build more Pikmin than you lose, you get bonus points. The bonus points really don't matter for anything other than to just track your own personal best, really. But I always like to try and not lose any Pikmin. Like that's always a goal I send myself, is to try and get through the days without losing a single Pikmin. Which, trust me, like later on is impossible. Like you can try as hard as you want, but it's not gonna happen. The cot pad isn't picking up any signs of life in the immediate area. What am I supposed to do now? So cartoony. Incoming transmission, who could it be? Alf, it's me, Brittany. Do you copy? BRB, I'll be here. Thank goodness, you're with the SS Drake, right? I made it through the landing in one piece. The thing is, I'm trapped somewhere. And I'm starved. And then the transmission cuts out. Oh no, we got cut off. I wonder how far away Brittany is. But at the very least, I'm thankful that she appears to be safe and sound. What's that strange sound? The sun is setting, which could mean that nocturnal predators are starting to wake up. Should probably get off the planet's surface for now. So it's pretty much telling you all the exact same stuff I already went over. Strange thing about this is, though, I could have sworn online I read a little synopsis earlier today to see how good it was, like to see if it was well received. Like someone said there was a prologue that included Captain Olimar from the old games, but I didn't have one. I was actually kind of looking forward to it. Most of the supplies we brought with us from Kopai were destroyed in the crash landing. So we now only have 3 days worth of edible provisions left. So that's the other strategy part of it, is as you play the game and you're collecting all of the parts that you need to collect to win the game, your Pikmin can also collect fruit, like real fruit, from the wild and bring it back to your ship instead of their ship, and it will make more of these juices. And if you run out of these juices at the end of a day, you have none left, you die, and you get a game over. So it's like there's like 5 or 6 different objectives that you have to juggle all at the same time in order to actually successfully play the game. Starting tomorrow, I'll have to find some local food. Hey, I got an achievement. New Horizons. Clear the first day on PNF 404. Review the replay with the replay button to fine-tune your strategy. So that's one cool thing about this that I saw, is like you can actually replay the entire day. So it will show you live on the map where you went, when you collected Pikmin, how many Pikmin you collected. So there's little Pikmin. I think that's really cool that the game is actually smart enough to record in real time every single move you made and let you replay it afterwards. That's awesome. Like, there's not a whole lot of games that do that. What platform is this on? It's on Nintendo Switch. It's one of Nintendo's own IPs that they have. It's not very well known. It's like a very niche game. We're shipwrecked on this planet. Some creatures called Pikmin helped me find the SS Drake, but our cosmic drive key is nowhere to be found. We won't be going anywhere without that. Luckily, I made contact with Brittany, and we'll set out to find her tomorrow. When I took off from the ship, the Onion took flight as well. Odd, but amazing. I really need to get one. Yeah, there's very few games I wanted the Switch for. One was Mario Odyssey. One was Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game, and then this. Because I knew... Actually, I thought Pikmin 4 was coming, which supposedly it still is, but they kind of surprised and announced this game like 2 months ago, saying that they were remaking Pikmin 3 for it. And I was super excited, because I was like, man, Pikmin 4 is probably still another year or two away, so at least this bridges the gap. But yeah, other than those, there's not a whole lot that I would play on the Switch that I could otherwise play on the computer. I don't really carry the Switch out of the house with me at all, it just stays docked at my TV all the time. So the only games I really get on it are Nintendo games. I tracked down Brittany's signal. Right now, finding her is my highest priority. However, I'm also very concerned that our cosmic drive key is now missing. If I don't find that, the Drake won't be able to fly fast enough to get us back to Kopai. That would be very, very bad. And we also need provisions, duh. Don't forget about that. But yeah, most people actually know Pikmin from being able to select it as a character in Super Smash Brothers. Outside of that, a lot of people have never actually seen or played Pikmin before. My laptop's pretty basic, so it struggles with most decent games. I hear you, Berry Bugs. PCs are like super expensive to get a decent gaming one. That's the only reason I convinced myself to get one, is because I didn't have any other consoles. I didn't have an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Switch at the time. And I was like, well, I can either get a console and then probably want to get the other console for all the exclusives that both of them have, or I could just make a really, or buy a really nice gaming computer and just stick with that. So I decided to go with the PC at the time, and then I wanted the Switch for the Nintendo games. Honestly, Xbox exclusives don't interest me that much, plus from here on, I'm pretty sure most of them are coming to PC anyway. And the only console I kind of regret not having so far is the PlayStation, because I do like God of War and Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that. But I've played all of the ones on the PS4 so far, so PS5 might be in my future, but I haven't decided yet. Because I do know there's a new Ratchet and Clank and a new God of War coming out. Brittany should be around here. Something is flashing on my map. Maybe it's her. And from the beginning of like gaming, since I've started gaming, I've always liked the PC exclusives the most out of everybody's, and then Nintendo next, and then like PlayStation would be third probably. I'm running out of sustenance, so I hope I find her before it's too late. And honestly, before I had a Switch, the last Nintendo system I ever owned was I haven't owned a Nintendo system. Oh, I did have a Wii U for a little bit, but I got rid of it. Looks like the Onion has followed me here, so where are the Pikmin? For some reason, Nintendo like always just makes good games. Like every game I ever play on a Nintendo system is super fun. So that's how you call your Pikmin back from their little seed ship. That's right, the data file I found explained all this. The Onion is the Pikmin's nest. PS5 is definitely my future. I agree, it's just I don't know how long it's going to take for me to want one. Like, I know Ratchet and Clank is like one of the release titles, which kind of makes me want one like right away. But financially, I probably won't be able to get one until like mid next year sometime. Press A under the Onion to take out or return Pikmin. The thing I really loved about the PlayStation 4 when I had one is they have a VR headset that you can use with it, and I thought that was really cool. I'm going to install an application on the cot pad that lets me check the Pikmin status remotely. Last Nintendo I had was a 64. Really? I like the Nintendo 64. I never had a Super Nintendo, but I was really jealous because my cousins had it, and it always seemed to have like really super fun games. And I missed out on playing all of them because I never had one. So now that we have, you'll see the sundial on the top of the screen there. Now that we're actually timed, you can't just like take your time and do everything slowly like we have been. You have to like send Pikmin out to do something while you go and do something else with another group of Pikmin. Like you'll have to break up and like separate your army to do different things like multitask, and then just kind of come back and gather them all back up together again later. I kind of want to get VR for my PS4, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. PlayStation 4 has some really good VR games, actually. Resident Evil 7 in VR is like really good from what I hear, and I've never been able to try it because it's only on PlayStation, which I'm still a little bummed about. So it says aim for its back for victory, so that's what I was saying earlier, is if you can land one right on him, it's like a one-hit kill. Did it. Dead. So now what we're going to do is we're going to send some of these guys to do this. Then I'm going to leave 2 with me, so I can do these. Oh, I can't get the data pad until they pick up the bridge pieces. Bridge pieces. Yeah, the Super Nintendo as a kid. I did play some games on my cousin's Super Nintendo, like Super Mario RPG was like one of my favorite ones of all time. And I played the original Mario Kart. Press and release X to charge with the currently selected Pikmin. We already know that. Silly game. Attack! Attack the... whatever this is. Dandelion. So the red Pikmin are weak to water. So if you throw one in there... well, not quite what I had in mind. Oh no! Water's lethal to Pikmin! I need to blow the whistle with B to call the Pikmin back on the land. He's so sad. Help panicking Pikmin by using your whistle. So you can save them, even though that is like their weakness. You can, if you're fast enough, you can save some of them. Like if a whole group of Pikmin fall in the water, chances are you're probably gonna lose 1 or 2. The poor wee Pikmin, yeah. They get so sad. I don't know what happens if I kill a butterfly. I've never done it. Alright, well, apparently you can kill butterflies. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Do we build the bridge? We built some of the bridge. It's not done yet. Doesn't do anything. Pick these Pikmin seeds. We can go break through the sandcastle wall again. It gets really interesting because later on in the game, wow, they're loud. Later on in the game, you get to a point where you have like multiple colored Pikmin that each have their own special skills and strategies, and you have to control all of them in one gigantic army together. And it makes it really difficult to like juggle everything all at the same time and make sure you do everything right with the right color Pikmin. And if you mess up in the thrall of things in the heat of the moment, like you could easily lose tons of Pikmin because you could accidentally send red Pikmin off into the water where they're weak and like just they'll all die. A flower bloomed on that Pikmin's head. It's amazing how many plant-like qualities they possess. I wonder if they develop any new skills with that flower. I'll have to keep a close eye on them. When Pikmin consume nectar, they blossom into flower Pikmin. So, like, if you see... as Pikmin develop, they get faster. They grow from leaf to bud to flower. So, when you see this, you can press the X button to charge. And, like, you can try and get as many as you can. So, like, half of my Pikmin now have flowers. And what the flowers do is it actually increases their HP and how much damage they do. So, like, whereas they might have died with 1 hit from an enemy, now they can probably take, like, 3 without dying. That's just a random example. I don't know if that's actually correct or not. But once Pikmin are done transporting fragments, they'll return to the original location of the fragments. And the other cool thing about that is, like, the game keeps track of how each Pikmin is used as you play the game. So, like, if these Pikmin that don't have flowers on their heads are involved in combat with enemies, they have, like, experience points that the game tracks in the background that you can't see. But if a Pikmin that doesn't have a flower on his head is involved in enough combat, he actually levels up over time and grows those buds and flowers on his head. Which I think is really cool. I think we can sneak up on it. Sneak. Sneak. Go slow. Sneak. Hide. And then Attack! Didn't lose a single one. That's how good I am. When the going gets tough, retreat to a hiding place and wait for an opportunity. We didn't have to. We killed him in one try. He's dead. He wasn't good enough for us. Attack! So they do make it a little easier for you in this version of the game. Because, like, when they take bridge pieces to the bridge, they come back to where the bridge pieces were. So you don't actually have to come back all the way to the ship to get them like we do right now. So, like, in certain situations, depending on what the thing is, what the... Oh, I thought I heard Pikmin dying. I was like, what happened? Depending on what the task is that you tell them to do, they might come back to you, so you don't actually have to circle back around to get them. In the case of, like, bringing enemies back to the ship, or those pods back to the ship to plant new seeds, you have to actually come back, because they'll just stay there under the ship. In some ways, that helps, because if you run out of time, and it's starting to be, like, sundown, but you have more things you have to do, and you can't get to the ship in time, any Pikmin that are under the ship or within the ship's vicinity when sun goes down automatically go back into the ship before sun goes down. So, like, if you're out and about trying to accomplish, like, one last thing that you want to do before the sun goes down, you can send Pikmin back with a dead body or a fruit to feed to their ship. And as long as they get back to the ship before the sun goes down, they're safe. Otherwise, if you leave them out in the middle of nowhere because they were doing a task and you're like, oh, I'll come back and circle back around on the way to the ship and get them, and you don't get there in time, they die automatically as soon as the sun goes in. Oh no! Brittany's just lying there. I hope I'm not too late. She did. Pick up, Brittany, pick up. Please still be alive. Alf, sorry about that. I was just taking a nap. So you're close by? Why wasn't I moving, you ask? Well, you know me. I'm a pretty sound sleeper, even with all these creatures creeping around. But never mind that. Listen, I discovered what looks like a piece of fruit. It's over there. But I'm kind of stuck here for the time being. Could you go and check it out for me? Sure can. Mind if I do, Brittany? Thank you. So look at that giant fruit. Wow, it's even bigger than I thought it would be. If this giant thing really is fruit, then we've hit the jackpot. I'd like to analyze it at the drink, but how do I get it there? So, like, one of the little things that, like, Pikmin fanbase has kind of, like, red Pikmin are good fighters, and now we know their special skill. They're good fighters. So one of the things that Pikmin fanbase, and to this day, I don't know if it's ever actually been acknowledged or denied, is that a lot of people who play Pikmin think that it's actually secretly on Earth. Like, the game acts like it's an alien planet because it is alien to these people that we control. But, like, the fruit is a strawberry, obviously. It's like a fruit that we have on our planet. But they don't recognize it because it's not their own planet. But, like, I'm pretty sure the directors of the game have not necessarily acknowledged the fact that this takes place on Earth, but a lot of the enemies and stuff are very similar to real-life animals on Earth, so it's kind of a cool little thing that they were able to do, like, play with it, since you're such a tiny, tiny thing, like how the Earth can look completely different from a different perspective. And they bring it to my ship instead of their seed. My ship analyzes it and then makes juice out of it. Oh, the Drake is sending us a message. Analyzing recovery. I was thinking everything seems very Earth-like, yeah. Sunseed berry is what they call it. Large quantities of Pikmin U detected. This is a seed-bearing fruit, making cultivation on Kopai possible. Juice from this fruit is safe for consumption by crew members. Yeah, we get more sustenance. Add a fruit file to the comp pad where we can store the results of our analysis. roots. Then you can get, like, really detailed look at the fruit. Since I don't know much about plants, I'll ask Brittany to write the report. She is the botanist, after all. So, like, if I go back in there, you can get, like, a super detailed view of these things. Oh, you can't do it. Ah, it just says how many I've collected and how much juice each one makes. I must have missed the opportunity to do it. It must have been after they scanned it. Like, in that scan screen, there's ways that you can, like, rotate it and zoom in and stuff. I must have missed it. Either that or they don't have it in this one. So on my mini-map, I see another strawberry over there. You see it. It's off to the left. But I don't think I have any way to get to that right now. The red Pikmin don't do anything to glass. You just kind of smack into it. Yeah, I need to throw a specific type of Pikmin to break this wall. What kind of Pikmin could that be? What is that thing? So we just learned that red Pikmin are good at fighting. So... attack! Didn't lose a single one because I'm so good. Rock Pikmin. They're so silly looking. Are these creatures Pikmin too? They're giving me a funny look. They're just rocks with googly eyes on them. Do they want to break it? They seem to be Pikmin as well. So if you charge, it doesn't really do much. But if you take these and you throw them, it's pretty much you're chucking a rock at a piece of glass, essentially, is what it boils down to. They look like the coals on Spirited Away. So their onion was trapped inside that crystal? So I have two types of Pikmin now. I can select the ones I want to use with left and right. Select the Pikmin or person you want to throw using left or right. And when I want to split them up by type, I'll use Y to dismiss the squad. Dismiss your squad with Y and the Pikmin will sort themselves into different colored groups. So we already have like 42 red Pikmin. So what we can do now is like take this dead body, whichever Pikmin is carrying it, or whichever Pikmin is the majority of the workload carrying it, will take it back to their seed and make seeds, or take it back to their ship and make seeds. So since we had the rock Pikmin carry the dead body, it made the rock Pikmin seeds. And this is where like all the strategy in the game comes in, is like you have to decide at any given moment, like which Pikmin do I need to use to kill this bad guy, which Pikmin do I need more of to take it back to their ship and make more seeds. Rock Pikmin are very hard, like rocks. Well, you don't say. Can't imagine how you figured that out. And now that we have rock Pikmin, we can... Hi-ya-ya-ya! Why don't you take that? Hi-ya-ya-ya-ya! New sprouts will be the same color as the Pikmin that retrieved the pellet or creature. Yeah, so, like, I guess I'll just stop telling you things, because as soon as I tell you, like, 5 seconds later, the game explains it. So I'll just let the game do it from now on. There we go. Now we've done everything we can do in this little cave. Pluck the Pikmin seeds. Pluck the Pikmin seeds. So like the game said, if I want, and like I get mixed up, like in the middle of the heat of the battle or something, I need one specific Pikmin, I can hit Y, and they'll like disperse themselves. Excuse me? It's not doing it? No, it's not doing it. Weird. Well, what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to like split up into little groups, the separate colored Pikmin. That is the button it said to press in the little tutorial, right? This is why it's not doing it. Interesting. Now we can smash this. Yeah! Okay, we want the rock Pikmin to get it this time, because the red ones already have it. Look, they got purple. Purple flat. Whoop, well, okay. I guess that works. Sorry, rock Pikmin. I tried to give it to you. The red Pikmin took over. Here, let's use the rock Pikmin again. There we go. Okay, rock Pikmin this time, not red Pikmin. There we go. Now every single rock Pikmin I have is leveled up except for one. You can see like the one little leaf in there. Oh, wrong ones. So like this first day is very generous with time. Like it's taking forever for the sun to even get halfway through the day. But like as the game progresses, the days go super quick. I can't tell you how happy I am to get out of this place. I'm sick of sleeping outside, and I'm super hungry. What's with your entourage there? What's that you say? They're called Pikmin? They're cute. We don't have time for cuteness right now. Look over there, Alfie. Another fruit? Let's work together and nab that huge piece of fruit. So this is where things get interesting. This is like the first example of how you use all of the different Pikmin and characters together to do things. So like we can't get over there, but we can chuck her. And then once she's over there, we can chuck some Pikmin to her. I'll take it from here. Press Y and select me if you'd be so kind. I don't know if that's going to be the right button, because it wasn't the last time. Press Y to open the menu and switch leaders. Split into 2 squads to manage your workload more effectively. There we go. Okay. Oh, there we go. And there you go. That is how you play Pikmin. Now, the only thing I don't think you can do in this game, which I wish you could, is like tell one character where to go. Like point out a place on the map and send one person there, then swap to the other person. Because otherwise she's just gonna stand there. Like she just stands there and wastes time. Doesn't really do anything. What does it tell me to do? I don't know. Here, just come with me. On the Coppad's radar, align with your destination and select. Exactly what I thought you couldn't do, you could literally do. That's awesome. On the Coppad's radar, align with your destination and select go here with A to start moving. That is awesome. Like in the first 2, I don't think you could do that. There's even a data file about this. Now that I think about it, there was indeed a go here function built into the radar. We should try it out soon. Seems like it'd be helpful if we decide to split into multiple squads. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's awesome, though. I didn't actually think that was a thing. Okay, so let's get her. Kill her. I'll give you some rocks. Just in case. And then I'll give you some reds, just in case. Now, swap to her. Whistle. And then... Where's the ship? Ship is over here. Oh, here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And I can go, yeah. Oh man, that's exactly what I was hoping it would do. And I was like, no, you can't do it. Because in the past games you couldn't. Because you just played as one character. From what I remember, like I said, it's been like 10 years since I played one of these, so maybe you could. I just don't remember it being a thing. Get more rock Pokemon, or Pikmin Pokemon. You kind of remind me of Pokemon. Still need some though, because we've got to fight these dudes. Got him. Oh, we didn't get him! Get him! Get him! There we go. rest of you guys come with me. No, 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 no. Come with me. Alright, I guess 2 is enough. Yeah, get him. No, let the rocks go. Actually, will that leave me with enough rocks to do whatever I need to do? Break the crystal nodule for a chance to attack. Yeah, I already did. Thanks. I didn't know if that would work. That's awesome. That makes a lot quicker work of it than throwing them one at a time. Oh yeah, everybody power up. Ah, crud, I did need rock Pikmin over here. Son of a gun. Hey, what's your name? I need rock Pikmin. Bring them back over here. Pellets retrieved by Pikmin of the same color produce more sprouts. Yeah, that's why the sprouts were changing colors, and I was trying to time it right to make sure that they were black when I threw the black Pikmin at them. Okay, so now we got to do a little bit of a interesting thing here. We gotta bring her back so we can use a rock Pikmin. I know. So, like, we're not in that much of a hurry. It's saying that it's halfway through the day, or 3/4 of the way through the day, so we still have some time. I saw Spirited Away, but I don't remember what the coals look like. I guess like rock Pikmin. Here you go, Captain. Have some rock Pikmin. Okay, now she needs to go back. So she can be with the Pikmin in case some sort of emergency happens. I'm not sure what kind of emergency might happen, but you never know. Come on. Break it. Here we go. Charge! I'm pretty sure, I'm going to guess anyhow, that what's about to happen is we're just going to make a shortcut back to the ship anyway. I just needed the rock Pikmin to break the glass so I could get the pieces. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. And here, now what? So it shows you in the top right corner we have 2 pieces of fruit that we've collected so far. We've got a strawberry and a lemon. We got... Uh-oh. Because we're missing like 20-something Pikmin somewhere. As you'll see in the squad, it says we have 52, but it says in the field there's 84, so we're missing a lot. The radar's picking up something. What is it? There's a signal coming from here. It must be the captain. That's really super far away. Are some of them back at the rock nest? Oh, you know what? They probably are. Let's go there right away. I didn't even think of that. Thank you. Red Pikmin are resistant to fire. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You, lady. Lady! Go with... I'm not giving you any rock Pikmin because you can get them when you get there. Take these guys. And go... What just happened? It'll be sundown before too long. Alf, didn't you mention that nocturnal predators will attack any stray Pikmin? It looks like the Pikmin in the area of the nesting we call an onion can get back on their own, though. So, like, the rock Pikmin that are at the rock Pikmin nest right now would survive if we just leave them there. So we might actually just do that. So I don't know if she'll be able to get to them in time to bring them back. Because she has to be at the ship by the end of the night, or we get a game over. Make sure Pikmin are in your squad or close to the onion when the sun sets, all others will perish. I better call back the Pikmin who aren't in my squad before it's too late. But it could be tiring to walk around everywhere to collect all the Pikmin. So I'll make sure that when you press A near the SS Drake, a whistle will be sound that will call all Pikmin back to the onion. Okay. Where is... over here. Yep, look, they're even showing up on the map. Silly me. I think she needs to come back to the ship by the end of the day. I don't honestly remember. I think it's actually, like, a lot closer to the end of the day than I thought it was. Let's go this way a little bit, see if we can find something. Ooh, I don't like that. Attack! He's gonna kill him. So close. Okay, take him. We don't have time for the rock Pikmin to take him, so you guys take him. Yeah. And then she has the rock Pikmin with her. Then whistle. Then wait, are there any seeds to pluck? No? Okay, now we go... No. Concentrate. I'm losing track of what I want to do. Go back to the ship. Then go back to him. Try to kill this dude. What if we throw a rock Pikmin at him? Oh, they're dead. They're dead. Come back. We lost one! No! You monster! You killed my Pikmin! We lost 2 already. No. It's so sad. Look at that thing in the water. It's so creepy looking. Oh, here we go. Yellow Wollywog. It can't jump when it's weighed down with Pikmin. Well, we messed that up. Oh god! Run away! I've arrived. Okay. Well, what do you want? A prize? Rock Pikmin aren't crushed when trampled on. Okay, well, we'll remember that for next time, I guess. How close is it to the end of the day? 10 seconds, hurry! 9, 8, 7. We don't have time. Hurry up. We gotta go! Oh, look, she picks them automatically. Sweet. We made it. It's 3 seconds to spare. We're the best. Hey, Cody, welcome back. Oh, man. That's why, like, the game gets super stressful. Because you'll be, like, so far out away from your ship trying to do something to get, like, that last thing that you want to get before the end of the day. Then, like, all of a sudden that 10-second countdown starts and you're like, oh, I gotta go. You're like, can we make it back across the map in 10 seconds or less? Or at least collect all your Pikmin in 10 seconds or less. I honestly don't know what... I swear I remember in Pikmin 1 specifically, if you don't get back to the ship by the end of the day, you get a game over, or you lose some Pikmin as a punishment for not getting back in time, but I don't want to test this one to see what happens. Different colored onions confuse into a single onion. That's kind of creepy. Let's analyze the fruit too. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Now we can do it. Look how shiny it is. The face wrinkler. How much juice does that make? 1.5. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Hey, I made orange juice. Ration out the juice. No extra gulps for anyone. Gulp. This is great. We actually have a little bit of a juice buffer. For now, until I mess up horribly, which is destined to happen. We lost Pikmin on day 2. Oh my god. How? How do we let such a horrible thing happen so soon? Back on board, we ran an analysis on the fruit we retrieved and found it suitable for copyright consumption. It looks like there's plenty more where that came from. Reuniting with Brittany, finding this fruit, it's still early, but things seem to be taking a turn for the better. For now. Oh, did you see that? My Mountain Dew disappeared for a second. Oh, the vanishing Mountain Dew. Saved. Except for those 2 Pikmin, they weren't saved. They died a horrible, disgusting death. Exploration Day 3. We finally discovered edible matter. After close analysis, my conclusion is that the fruit juice is delicious. I've never tasted anything like that on Kopai. We need to continue our search. If there's more to be had, we should have it. Right, let's focus all of our energy on finding more fruit and absolutely nothing else. We still need the cosmic drive key. We can't get home without that. Right, let's focus all our energy on retrieving fruit and the key and absolutely nothing else. The captain. We still need to find the captain as well. Right, so we'll just get the food, the key, and the captain. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Nope, that's it. What's that signal coming from over there? We're over where? I sincerely hope it's the captain. Let's hurry over there and find out. Good idea. He might be hogging all the fruit for himself. So we didn't actually find out where the signal was coming from in that day because we ran out of time. And you'll see, like, maybe you didn't see it because my camera is probably blocking it, but in that mission select screen, there's a button in the bottom left that says go to a previous day. And if you're not happy with what happened, like we lost those 2 Pikmin, you can actually rewind to a previous day and replay it. And it's actually really cool that the game remembers all of that. Like, the game remembers how many Pikmin you found, how many Pikmin you had at the beginning of the day, what fruit you had and didn't have at the beginning of the day, and it will actually, like, rewind it back to the beginning and undo all of the things you did. Time travel? Pretty much, yeah. It's not so much time travel as the game just kind of plays it like the day never happened and lets you retry it, almost like a continue. Ooh. Stop it. Stop it. I don't want to lock up. Do we need... Oh, here we go. I guess my red Pikmin kind of still needs some juice. Juice yourselves. They juiced. The onion stopped spitting out seeds. But the Pikmin inside the onion still seem to be increasing in number. Apparently, once the number of Pikmin in the field reaches 100, any new Pikmin will stay inside the onion. This means that a maximum of 100 Pikmin can be active outside the onion at any one time. I really wish they would have increased that limit later in the games. Like, if you could do, like, 200 Pikmin, that would be insane. No, it's time travel. There's a limit to the number of Pikmin on the surface at a time, but more can sprout inside the onion. Bigger. I want all my Pikmin to have flowers. Flower up. Alright, so what direction was the signal coming from? Here, you. So this is where, like, the game would probably expect me to start splitting up and, like, doing multitasking. I'm not gonna lie, I'm horrible at multitasking. So it's probably not gonna happen too often. This is where we were. Where was the signal coming from? Not that way, we've already been there. It was this way? We need to go here. Yeah. So I guess, like, typically what you would want to be doing right now is... Okay, stop going there. Stop going there. Is, like, I could take her with a handful of Pikmin. Let's give her, like, 5 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And while this guy is off going to do what I told him to do... Go here, please. Go here, please. Then I can use her to gather more Pikmin. Kind of like this. No, I'm not doing a very good job. I'm not a very good example of how you're supposed to play this game. I'll get better. I'm just rusty. It's been a while since I played one. Oh, I thought I timed it wrong. Oh. Alright. Alright. Oh, you missed. There we go. Now she can go back to the ship with the Pikmin while I go here. So I could see how this game would be. Oh, God! The only reason I knew that is because it's an enemy from an earlier Pikmin game. So technically, like... I can see how the game would be a lot easier in co-op, actually. Because you can literally just be like, hey, you go here and do this, while I go on this side of the map and do that. Like, you can play out an entire day together and, like, knock it out super quick. This is where we were trying to go last time. Before the day ended so abruptly. You help out, man. Don't just stand around. This is a free ride. There's no such thing as a free ride. Get in there. Get your hands dirty. Do some beating and battering. So, like, in these sections here, you can't move the camera. It's like a fixed camera. I can't get up there on my own. Crud. We might need the other person. No! I'm pretty sure we do. Son of a gun. Alright, so let's get her. Is this way. Again, I'll get better at the multitasking part of it eventually. Like, I'm still a little rusty. And in the first two, you really didn't have to multitask at all. You were controlling the same guy the whole time. So, what we're gonna do... Whoop, that didn't work. Come right here. So... don't want anything to do with that. What if we throw Pikmin on there? There we go. Then throw him on there. I think we need 3 of them. I think it's just dawning on me that we need all 3 people before we can do this. Because even if I raise that one while he's standing on it... Wait, I can at least get the fruit, though. Here, let's do, get him. Right? And then give him a few Pikmin. Blah, 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 blah. Then throw some Pikmin up here. Yeah, I get it. I bet you I don't have enough Pikmin. Oh, I have just enough. I lost one somewhere. Where'd he go? I guess I didn't. Oh. I was thinking we were supposed to be trying to get over there, but I guess not. Come back here. Okay, now we have the whole team together again. So that gives you an idea of how you, like, multitask or yeah, kind of multitask. Like, use all of the different things to your disposal at the same time in order to accomplish one thing. Kind of a pain, honestly. What was the button? I forget. There was, like, a button that said I could hit to, like, make all of my Pikmin disperse. That's not it. I didn't need a hint, but thank you. Yeah, I did need a hint. Thank you. I didn't even know I needed a hint. What's the button? It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. I thought it said Y, but Y doesn't do it. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. What are you... What are they doing? Guess they're just having fun. So the red Pikmin are fireproof. So that's why I'm going to keep the black Pikmin back there, because they will die. A lot of them will die very quickly. Then just charge. Just get them. Don't give them a chance to breathe. There we go. See, the charge actually works way better than throwing them, so I don't know why I keep insisting on throwing them. There are materials for constructing a bridge on the opposite shore. If I work together with Brittany, I think we can get that bridge built. To ask Brittany to join the squad, move the cursor over to her and call her by pressing B. We've already done this. I think we don't know what we're doing. Move the cursor to your target and press ZR to lock on. Throw non-stop by pressing and holding A. I did not know that, actually. Thank you for telling me. Come back, because I want to have the rock Pikmin throw that, since we're going to get a bunch of red Pikmin from this. Brittany, come here and bring your rock Pikmin. I need you. Mostly just your Pikmin though, not really you, so don't let it go to your head. Okay, so we're gonna need Brittany over there. And send... We'll give her like 10 red Pikmin. Or something like that. However many that is. And like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rock Pikmin. Okay. Now you... Wait here. Like a good boy. And you bring all your Pikmin over here. You get all these bridge pieces. You too? Man, the rock Pikmin are so lazy. Never want to be involved with anything. Look at them go! It's my little workforce. There's not enough Pikmin? Well, there was enough Pikmin. There wasn't enough pieces of bridge. Wrong button. Yeah! Now charge! Charge! I had, like, the exact right amount of Pikmin that I brought with me. Come on, bud. Yeah, what the heck are they attacking? Oh. I need to come over here and break this sand castle thing. Yeah, that's right. I said it. The signal seems like it's coming from over there. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Brittany, is... I am going to ask you to give me... pretty much all the Pikmin. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take all of them from you. Actually, you know what? Just do this. Brittany, you go back home. I don't think I'm going to need you. And take 2 red Pikmin with you, I guess. It's fine. Wow, she got there really fast. What'd you do, Brittany? What'd you do? 3 Pikmin just died. Where'd they die? Brittany, you butt. You killed my Pikmin. Jerk. Trying to do this without any Pikmin losses, and then they just die randomly. I don't know what happened. I think they fell off the bridge or landed in the water or something. I think what happened is there were some Pikmin still waiting over here doing something. And when she walked past to go across the bridge, she attracted them. And by the time she got across the bridge, they tried to cut through the water to meet with her and they drowned. Stupid. She didn't like being sent home. Hey, someone's got to be in the kitchen to cook, you know what I'm saying? Ah, I'm just playing, I'm just playing. That's a joke. A joke. Huh? What's a data file doing all the way out here? My search for treasure continues with no luck, but I can't fly back home to Hakote without procuring a few priceless artifacts. I'm sensing something valuable up ahead, but I'm also sensing danger. So if someone finds this data file, please send word to my son that I didn't make it. Captain Olimar. Well, that sucks. Quite frankly, that sucks. Captain Olimar? I can't say I've heard of him, but he's from Hakote, huh? He's the character you can play as in Smash Brothers. That's not far from Kopai, strange planet. I've heard that Hakotatians will do anything to get their hands on treasure. And they eat vegetables too. How bizarre. Poor fellow. Sounds like he ran into trouble up ahead. He was the star of the first two games. He's who you controlled in the first two. I wonder what hollowed this out. Probably not anything I really want to deal with, but... It's the first boss fight. Here we go. We're trapped. Oh god. It's massive. Hello. Hello, goodbye. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Yeah, break him. Come back. He's eating him. Armored Maudad, it's soft on the inside. Don't eat him! Don't eat him! Come back. You gotta break his shell and use the red Pikmin to beat the crap out of him. Okay. Its exoskeleton is made of crystal. Use rock Pikmin. Yeah, we already figured that part out. Thank you. I want to hit his head. Get his head. Ah, we can't catch up to him. He's too fast. Oh! No. Come back. Oh my god! Oh my god! He just wiped out so many of us. Did they die? Oh, I think he just spread them out. I don't think he killed any of them. I hope. I honestly thought I was dead. I thought he was about to eat me. Get his head. Yeah. Broke one of his horns off. I don't want your butt. I want your head. I'm not wasting my time on your butt, man. Come on. Come down here. We gotta do it by the end of the day, though. Get him! Run! I don't remember how many we started with. Attack his butt. Get him. Show him what's what. Show him what's what on his butt. Okay. There he is. I was gonna say I'm missing one somewhere. Get him. Yes! Run! His mouth is free now. He's gonna eat us all. Oh god. No, we're going one shot to the head. Come on. Turn around. We got this. We're gonna charge his face as soon as he comes down to floor level again. He's dead. Now stop. Get him. Everybody all at once. Yes! First try. I don't think I lost a single Pikmin yet. You just puked up a cell phone. How did that fit inside of him? This was emitting that signal. But what does this mean for the captain's whereabouts? I guess for now we should take this back to the Drake for analysis. It might be of some use to us. What the hell? Yeah. He like spit out a massive cell phone. Flaw in the armor. Defeat the armored Maudad. Oh yeah, the armored Maudad. Which one do we want? Rock Pikmin or red Pikmin? Rock Pikmin it is, I guess. Oh, you guys gotta get this phone. It's blocking the way. And you guys get whatever this is. What is that? What kind of fruit would that be in real life? I don't know. What kind of fruit looks like that? Nothing I'm familiar with. Dragon fruit? Oh, that might be a dragon fruit. Right, yeah. Dragon fruit. There you go, yeah. I don't think I've ever actually seen a dragon fruit in real life. Rockies! Killed that Maudad. We did kill that Maudad. Now we gotta get back to the ship in time. You guys gotta go faster, dude. You guys are going... I don't like this. You guys are going too slow for my taste. Help. Grab on and help. Go faster. Let's look at the size of it. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? Look at this one. He's like, I want to help. Oh, he looks so sad because he wasn't allowed to help. He's like, oh, I wanted to help. Yes, we are. Look, this just feels cool. Like it's the victorious march back to the ship with all of this massive treasure that we found. We have a cell phone. We have a gigantic creature that we have bested. So like if you're really good at the game, you could probably get all of this done in the second day. Like not waste an extra day. That's where like the really strategic gameplay comes into play of like multitasking. I'm kind of wondering if we lost any Pikmin. I don't think we did, because it still says there's 97 on the field. We lost those 3 random ones when we sent her back to the ship. It's gonna eat that thing? Analyzing. We're receiving a transmission from the Drake. Analyzing recovered item. What are they gonna call it? Something silly? The data glutton. An ancient communication device used on this planet. It contains technology unknown to Copai and is emitting a signal even now. If I integrate this device into the Drake's communication system, I should be able to boost our signal strength. What happens if you call 075? Because that's apparently what the call was that was last made on this phone. Looks like it's going to be an all-nighter for me. It like slurps the whole thing up. Oh man, we're gonna have so many rock Pikmin now. I wonder how many seeds that made. Come on, you can make it! Come on! Hurry! So like for instance, if they didn't make it in time and they were outside of the circle of protection and the day ended, we'd lose all those Pikmin and we'd lose the dragon fruit. If you press A here, your Pikmin will return to the onion. Sure. Oh. That's new. I don't think that happened in the first 2 games. So you can actually call Pikmin from around the map back to the onion. Holy cow, we have so many more rock Pikmin than red Pikmin now. Because we brought that Crawdad back with the rock Pikmin. It must have made like 50 seeds off of that thing. There was one out there! Where the heck did he come from? Where'd you come from? Get in there. What the heck? Where was he? Yeah, that has to be new to this game, because I know in the first 2, like, if the Pikmin were left outside of the area, and you didn't manually go and get them and bring them back, you would just lose them when nightfall comes. I think that's all we can do on this section of the planet. Like, I don't think there's anything left. So I guess we can just... Can we end the day early? That's weird. I like that. I mean, it honestly almost makes the game seem easier. Because, like, there's not that added stress of, like, having to go and, like, manually chase all of your Pikmin back. And I like how the message changed this time, too. He said they're all here. They're all safe. Letting you know that there's none left out there. They're all okay, yeah. So, like, if there are some out there, it changes what he says to, like, I hope they make it back okay. That's cool. I like that. It's like all the different things I wish they would have done in the first games they do in this one. Whee! We're victorious! Dance with me! She doesn't want to dance. I like their little walk. Everything about this game is so silly. Like, his arms are so short you can't, like, move them like a regular person, so he just rocks his whole body back and forth. Day 3, victory! Then all the hungry animals come out at night and realize there's nothing to eat because we got away. I don't think we lost any Pikmin to the boss, which is really cool. Like, I'm glad on the first try I didn't lose any. But I know for a fact some died when she went back to the ship, and I still don't know why, but I can't wait to taste the new fruit. Zest Bomb. Okay. Ah, the zest. I love the zest. It's green. I guess it makes sense because it's a lime. Fire-breathing feast. Yeah, dragon. Yeah, you guys are right. Dragon fruit. Is that what it actually looks like in real life? I don't think I've ever seen one. Are they something that, like, exists in America, or are they, like, tropical or something? Holy crap, that thing makes a lot. 2.5? Tropical. Knowing this is waiting at the end of the day makes it all worth it. We're making a lot of progress on the fruit. If only I didn't have to share it with the others. Wow. Wow, Brittany. Good lord. She just let us all die. That's messed up. Good, we still have plenty of juice left. Sure do, Brittany. Me and you. Don't forget me, specifically. Yeah, those 3 Pikmin died, like, I don't know why it happened. It's disappointing. Why is that one fruit thing glowing? I don't know what that means. Oh, those are the achievements. Gotcha. Look how many achievements we missed. If they're in order. I don't know if they're in order or not. That's right, a Nintendo game with achievements. We recovered the communication device that was inside the armored Modad. According to Alf, this device contains parts that may expand the Drake's communication range. I've never seen him so excited. I'm more than happy to write today's report while Alf examines the device. Sometimes he can be so diligent. Brittany. That's not what Brittany looks like. I look like a dog face wearing glasses. You can now fight the armored Modad and to defeat the boss's mission. Okay. What's that mean? I can just do boss battles, I guess? That's kind of cool. Dang. Yeah, the 3 Pikmin. Darn it. After a bad start, we've lost 5 Pikmin in 3 days. But, I mean, our net gain is pretty good. We lost 5 Pikmin and we've made like 150. Distant tundra. Holy crap, that's way far away. Brilliant, Alf. You expanded the Drake's receiver range. Ah, thanks. They don't call me the keen engineer for nothing. Nobody calls you that? I know. The origin of the signal is unclear. Maybe it's the captain. We should investigate this at once. Good idea, Alf. Let's do it. So if I remember correctly, in the first game you had a set amount of days that you had to beat the game by, and if you didn't make it, you lost. In the second game, it was a different way of playing. Like, there was no real bad deadline where you had to end. But the second game wasn't about life and death. The second game was just collecting treasure and bringing it back to, like, make more money. So I think in the second game, there was, like, no hard stop game over. So I don't know how it works in this one. Like, I don't know if there's going to be, like, a hard stop deadline where if you don't beat the game by this certain day, you're done and you have to start over. Or if it just lets you take as long as you need to beat the game. Because it hasn't mentioned anything about a deadline yet. But then again, we are kind of still in the beginnings of the game. Look for any areas that you can reach with 2 crew members. Yeah. Is that supposed to be a mango? You're horrible at driving. Why? Now we have 2 lost people instead of 1. Ouch, ouch, ouch. My face. Alfie, are you okay? Alfie? I said, are you okay? He's not here. You fell by yourself. Oh man, don't tell me we've been separated again. Of course. It's all part of the gameplay loop. It sure is dark in here. Not if I carry this glowing plant with me. What? There's something strange going on here. They're electrocuting themselves. Yellow Pikmin. I get it. What are these Pikmin doing? They are electrocuting themselves. They like it. It feels good. So dumb, huh? And it turned them into flowers, too. The light is so bright. Is this another onion? I guess they must need light to live. Well, kind of every plant needs light to live, so yeah, that makes sense. Like, that tracks with science. I get this without dying. Yes, yellow Pikmin can conduct electricity. Thanks for telling me. I never would have guessed. And right now we're underground, so if it works like Pikmin 2 did when you're underground, you're not timed. That's why there's no sun track on the top of the screen. Because in Pikmin 2 there were like secret areas that you could find underground, and there were like challenge areas. And as long as you were inside those challenge areas, there was no time limit. It was just how long can you survive. We need 20, because I'm guessing I'm going to have to move that boulder at some point in order to continue on. Yellow Pikmin can be thrown very high. Ooh, you don't say. Holy cow, yes they can. Oh wait, why am I going back? Onward. Now we can, whoops, I can feel a draft coming in. Oh, I get it. Yeah, we have to roll that big boulder down that ice slide and smash a hole through the wall. It's such a fun game, but like there's so much stuff that is happening all at once sometimes that it becomes somewhat overwhelming. So it has a 1 on the token, but because a yellow Pikmin that matches the color of the token brought it, it doubles the 1, and that's why it makes 2 seeds. If a red Pikmin takes a 1 yellow coin, it will only make 1 red seed. Charge? Push, push, push! Yay, we did it! We're so good. I wonder, like if I'm down here with her, can I change? No, I can't. It was worth a shot. That was fun. Wait a second. I think I missed something in there. On the minimap, there was like a big star. I don't know what that was. Ooh, it's good to be outside again. I was getting claustrophobic in that cave. Well, I hate to break it to you, we're going back in to see what the star on the minimap was. Hey, there's Alf, and the SS Drake. Alf, I'm over here. Ah, Brittany, thank goodness you're okay. He's so silly. I see you around the other side of the river. Our first priority is to reunite, so let's work together. Please give me instructions. Got it. This place is absolutely freezing. If we don't move, I'm afraid we're going to die of exposure. That is, if we don't die of starvation first. Brittany, you are... It's the only thing she thinks of. Hey Brittany, what are those? A new type of Pikmin I found. Really? Yes, they're yellow and have big ears. Well, I want a closer look. No problem. I'll have to find a place where I can throw them across to you. Not there. What is the star? Huh. Must need rock Pikmin for that one. I don't know what the star signifies or what it designates. So that gives us 25. So let's go this way. Are there any bridge pieces that we can access with yellow Pikmin? Appears not. Die. Get out of here. No, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yes, get him. Okay, so what we're gonna do is escaping. Wiggle left stick repeatedly to escape. Apparently he can pick me up. From here I should be able to throw them to the other side. Can he get any Pikmin though? Yes. So why wouldn't I? After a pellet has been harvested, another one will eventually grow in its place. Nice, good to know. So we have 25 Pikmin out right now. Let's get 30 red, 30 black, and then we'll have 30 of every kind, right? Yeah, that tracks, that math tracks. Yellow Pikmin are shock resistant. So what we're gonna do is red, because we have way more black than we really need right now, so let's get more red. Okay. Oh, crap. I meant wrong. Look at that! It's a snowman with a cherry on his head. This dirt looks very soft. Maybe we can dig through it. Can we? I don't know. It's news to me. We gotta figure out what we have to do, because we're running out of daylight. Like, we've already wasted a quarter of the day. We haven't accomplished anything yet. Let's throw red ones at it, see what happens. Yeah? What is happening? Oh, okay. Well, come here. Can you get this cherry? Or do I need a yellow one? Come here, come here, come here. So let's just... I'm confused. Where are... Excuse me. Oh! Oh, he's coming to eat me. If we throw one of the rock Pikmin at him. Break his shell, maybe? Nope. Nope. That's not working. Oh, he's gonna spear you. He's gonna spear you. Get behind him. Charge his butt. Yeah, got him. Go take his dead body. Take it. There you go. Okay, we're gonna need her over here to do that. My gosh, see, the game's already starting to get, like, way too much stuff going on at once. Alright. We have to figure out where the bridge pieces are. Because obviously we're both gonna have bridge pieces that we have to collect from both of our sides. So that gives us a shortcut to get back to the ship from there very quickly. What's this way? That's where we can meet. Okay. So you guys... What the hell is that? Like a dog. Brittany, throw some yellow ones over here. Okay. And I'll throw you some other colored ones in case you need them. We're already a quarter of the way through the day and we haven't really done anything yet. Bearded amp rat. Creep up behind the bearded amp rat to take it by surprise. Yellow Pikmin should have no problem, okay? Give me them yellows. Brittany, you take some blacks and some reds, okay? I'll give you 10 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know what to do with those yet, but you have them. Enjoy them. Oh, I threw a red one in there. Get him! Get him! Okay, just get in there. Yeah, we got him. Yeah! Yeah! Just everybody take it. I don't care. I don't care who takes it. Just take it. What does this do? Oh! It's like a lot of stuff happening behind me. Just hearing all kinds of weird sound effects happening. One. Alright. That worked out. Okay, now Brittany, you're gonna have to go find your bridge pieces, because I have no idea where they are. I feel like we could be multitasking way better than we are right now. We're doing a pretty bad job, actually. Pikmin seem to be having problems carrying their load back. I better do something. Yeah, I'm trying to build the bridge. Wait. Be patient, Pikmin. Oh, that's because the yellow Pikmin have it. No. Come back here. Come back here. What color Pikmin should we use? Red? Come back here. No. Stop it. Come back here. Come back. Let's use... I mean, I do kind of want to use the yellow Pikmin for it, though, because that will give us, like, a massive amount of yellow Pikmin. We still have more pieces that we need. That sucks. What's up there? I don't know. Can't get there. Alright, so now we gotta concentrate on Brittany's side and see if there's something... Looks like it's only... No, it's only, like, half built. Huh. Come back here, you dum-dums. What are you doing? Come here. Alright, so now let's go to Brittany. I can already tell this is going to be really complicated. Yellow Pikmin. Yes. Ooh, what is that? Stay away from me. I thought I threw a red one. That might take a while. So while they're doing that, let's go wander. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, what are you doing? Where did he go? Oh, those are the... He's gonna die! Run! Run, Pikmin! Oh my god. How did he make it out of there? I'm coming back in here to see if we can get whatever this star is. have no idea what the star is, but I want to do something before the day is over so I don't feel like I've completely wasted a whole day. What is it? Oh! Kiwi! Yeah, get it. Yeah! At least we made some fruit. That's something. Hey, we got more yellows. Why were you showing your butt? That's rude, dude. One of them was like bent over with his butt sticking out in the air. Alright, those guys will make it eventually. So with her, we gotta figure out where... Yeah. That one guy is still going. He's still making it. By himself. Let's see if we can, like, just send them. And hope that they all survive. This might be a horrible idea. Oh! Don't kill my Pikmin! Oh, he launched him! You gotta go help. You gotta go help. No, don't get bridge pieces. Go fight. Oh, I got bridge pieces. Oh, they didn't. Oh gosh, what is going on? Oh, we gotta go. Oh, it's all falling apart. No, stay away. You're gonna die, dude. You can't take on that thing by yourself. Charge! Charge the 2 Pikmin I have. Charge, Pikmin. What are you guys doing? Get down here. Oh my gosh. This is where it all falls apart. Joustmite has a weak point at the back of its shell. Everything's falling apart on us. Make a shortcut. This is what we should have done to begin with. That way they wouldn't even have had to go that way. They could have just gotten the bridge pieces and walked the long way. Or the short way. What's up here? Oh god! Don't eat me! Please don't eat me. We're doing so bad. We're doing so bad. How do I get out of here? Oh my god. The bridge still isn't built yet? Oh, they opened this. Yellow Pikmin are good at digging. Okay, yellow Pikmin, let's see what you got. Oh, run! What the heck is that? I don't like it. I don't like it. What is happening? There's so much happening. I feel a warm breeze from there. I need yellow Pikmin. Oh, I got some yellow Pikmin. What am I doing? Just don't get ran over by that boulder, dude. Dig. Dig faster. You guys, come over here and help dig. Don't run. Can all of them dig? Just the yellow ones are better at it? No. Apparently the yellow ones are the only ones that can dig. Okay. Get the yellow ones. Charge. Dig. Dig now. Dig it. We are accomplishing absolutely nothing this level. we have not done much of anything. Oh, you're gonna die! You're gonna die! Oh my god, you dig so slow. Forget it. We'll come back another day. Let's just go chill with this dude, see what he's doing. Hey, you can dig. Dig. Dig, please. All of you, dig. Everybody dig. Together. That create a shortcut, or is this just like a secret area? Jeez, that took forever. Oh yeah, it's a shortcut. Sweet. They still can't carry that. So much going on. Here, let's call any stray Pikmin back. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Because there's a river between me and her. If there are stray Pikmin over there, they're going to die. I throw yellow ones up there? Yeah. Yeah, I sure can. Yeah, bring it back to the ship, bud. You got it. Know what to do? Wait, come back. Wait. Oh yeah, you're bringing it to that ship. That's right. Charge. Okay. We're not getting anything done. we're not doing well. Are there more bridge pieces over here? No, we've already gotten those ones, right? Yeah, we've gotten those ones. Oh wait, what am I doing? Just opening a shortcut and I already completely forgot about it. Okay, so they are kind of working on that, but taking their sweet time. Let's go find out what else we can do with her, if anything. Can't get through the water. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to be doing here. Oh, okay, that's what, apparently. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Just charge, get him. Kill him now, kill him now, kill him now. Thank you. My god. Okay. Red Pikmin. Take this. And this. If there's enough of you to do that. Take some black ones with you. And some yellow ones. I don't like this level. This level's bad. This level's hard. Get him. Who made this thing? Throw teammates to places that can't be reached on foot. Holy cow, dude. This level's huge. Hi. I don't like that. Can I get this? Oh, I can. We found a snow sculpture in this frozen tundra. It looks like the face of a middle-aged man, one that I know all too well. The more I look at it, the more I think it looks like the president of Hakotate Freight, especially that nose, Captain Olimar. We have 10 seconds. Can we do it? I doubt it. Let's try it. Nobody ever did anything without trying. Go! We're so dead. We're so dead. Just charge. Charge, 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 charge. Charge, charge, charge. Charge, charge, charge. Charge, charge. Everybody charge. Everybody get bridge pieces. Go. Charge. We don't have enough. Son of a gun. We did not do much of anything this day. We failed miserably. Oh, look at all the stuff we're gonna be leaving behind too. Come on. That sucks. There's still hope. There's still hope. Hold on. Where's my guy? You need to bring all of your Pikmin here now. And give them to me. Okay, first. Pick this dude up. Yes, okay. Now bring your Pikmin to me. We gotta do this quick. Quick. Just throw. Just throw. I don't even care what color. Just give me whatever you got. Cool. Okay. Oh god, no. We're not gonna make it. We're gonna lose so bad. Oh my gosh, this isn't gonna work. Go, 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 go. I left a bunch behind, dude. Not gonna happen. Not only did we not accomplish anything, I think we just lost like half of our Pikmin. Oh god. Oh man, I'm so bad at multitasking in this game. I think like the key is to get all of one person's bridges made, then do the other person's afterwards. Cupid's grenade. I like that. God, that was horrible. I kind of feel like I should probably redo that day. There's so many varieties of fruit on this planet. I wonder what else is out there. More exploration is needed. Sorry, Brittany, just hang on for one more day. I did so bad. I don't even want to know how many died. $35. That's horrible. That is a bad day. I followed the captain's signal into a desolate tundra. Due to poor visibility, I mishandled the ship, and while I lost control, and Brittany was thrown overboard. Searching for her in blizzard-like conditions won't be easy, but I was able to verify that she's safe. Well, on that note, I think we're gonna call the stream for tonight. That was such a horrible day. I did so bad. Yeah, so that's Pikmin. We will continue to play this. We'll try and play through the whole game, but I definitely need to get better at multitasking because that was a horrible display. But for now, thanks for joining everybody who did, and I will see you guys next time.